All right, Saturday morning, and we got a new Goji box delivery here. So let's open this sucker up and get into it. All right, so first off, we're going to give a special thank you to Super 7. That's where I ordered this from. They got some really cool Godzilla figures. And, I highly recommend ordering from there. So we're going to get this sucker opened up. All right, so this is the Super 7 Reaction Series. Godzilla 1974, Glow in the Dark. And just show you the packaging that it comes in. It's just a regular background encased in a plastic bubble. On the back, you have the Super 7 logo, 2 monsters to collect. Godzilla 1974 and Megalon 73. That's the 2 that come in this set. They also have more glow-in-the-dark kaiju. But I guess they release maybe 2 at a time, and so these are the 2 in this set. I will be getting Megalon also, and I'll review that for you in the future. So, yeah. But anyway, that's the box. Let's get them open and get them out and talk about it. Also, we got a nice Godzilla right here. Nice drawing of the Godzilla 74. So, yeah, let's open them up. All right. So, first, I only cut it one side of the packaging, so not to rip the entire piece of plastic off, because I do like the packaging of this. And here we have our Goji. He stands at about 4 inches tall, which is cool. You know, that's a different size. Most of my figures are like in the 6 to 12 range. So this is kind of cool getting this figure. Now the 1974, I've said it before, the Mecha Goji suit, that's my favorite Godzilla design. It's the Godzilla I grew up with as a kid. To me, it's one of the roughest, toughest Godzillas. It's the boxer Godzilla. Always looking to scrap. That's why they always have his hands in this position. Face looking real tough. And so far, I'm really liking this figure. It's the glow-in-the-dark version, so the color is going to be a little different, but I happen to like it. It's got a nice silver paint on the toenails and on the fingernails, you could see there. I love the dorsal plates on this figure. Very, very cool. They're well done. I like the paint on them, if you could see that. So here, I'll just give you a closer look of the dorsal plates. Very, very nice. I like the way they added the touch of darker gray and lighter gray around it. Would have been nice if they painted the dorsal plates to the tip of the tail, but we're not going to complain. The face on this is excellent. They nail it. They nail it down to the eyes, the brows, the mouth. This really, really nails the look of the 74 Godzilla head to toe. The tails are kind of cool on these things. They're somewhat charming, but then they're also like, they feel like they're a little short, and they don't continue to paint down to the tip of them. So that's, that's one slight little drawback, but who really cares about that? It's just another 74, a cool 74 figure that I really wanted to own. Very much like the silver on the fingernails, and the toenails. Really, really makes the figure pop. And the eyes are done fairly well. They're just black and white, but, they nailed the look of the 74 Godzilla with them. So you have to say that they're fairly well done. Now, the articulation that you get on this figure is pretty good for a figure this size. You know what I mean? You get the legs move, the arms move, the head moves, and the tail moves. That's pretty great, you know. So you're actually getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of articulation on this little 4-inch figure. So, you know, and this is something different. It's the glow-in-the-dark version, so I'm going to show that. I'm going to turn the lights out and show that to you. But I'm pleasantly surprised with this figure, with the detail, how it's made, the sculpt of it all. The only drawback, I would say, is just not painting the spines down to the tip of the tail, but that's fine. You know, they also left out paint on the couple of dorsal plates on the back of his head. They could have painted those too, but it's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? This is a novelty figure. We're not looking for a superior paint job, although the paint is quite serviceable, I have to say. Yeah, the detail on the figure is great. On Godzilla's skin is great. You could see it. It's not as pronounced because, you know, the figure is like a white, you know, it's a glow-in-the-dark figure, so the detail might not pop as much as it does on some of the other ones, but it's there. You could see it. The detail on his skin, from the tail to the legs, to his body, to the neck and head, are all there. And that looks really nice, especially on his face and on his neck and his head. And the details on the dorsal plates are nice. They also left the ones on the side unpainted. But that's okay, I get it. You know what I mean? I get that. And we'll see how it looks when it's glowing in the dark. See if that changes anything about maybe that's one of the reasons why they didn't paint those. But let's check it out like that and see what we got. All right. Wow, man. That's actually really cool. So, interesting. So when you turn it off, when you turn the lights off, the fingernail paint, the silver on the fingernails and the toes, it turns black. That's really cool. And the eyes just shine on through. How awesome is that, man? Yeah, you know what they should have done? They should have painted those dorsal plates on the back of his head and on the sides and on the tip of his tail silver, like his fingers and toes, so that they would glow black. You know, when you turn the lights off. That's awesome, man. So cool, you know, from somebody that really loves the 74 Godzilla, this is dope, man. You know what I mean? I'm really, really happy to add this guy to the collection. So cool, you know. I really love it. And, you know, I didn't really see any reviews on this. I think there was one review or two, but it was like reviewing like a bunch of Super 7 figures all in one video. So I kind of wanted to just separate it and do a review of this guy. Very, very interesting. You know, it seems like it seems like it glows brighter in different areas. I don't know. Maybe maybe it needs to like be in the light for longer to glow brighter. I just got this guy and I only had him in the light for a few minutes, so maybe he gets more fluorescent when exposed to light longer. But super cool, man. Super cool. I really like it. It's different. You can see here his body is a different shade than his tail, legs, and arms, and head. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's bring him back. So yeah, I mean, you could put this guy in several different poses too, which is really cool. It's nice articulation. You could have him in poses where his tail is actually up off the ground. So there's another plus. You know, these Super 7 figures are pretty dope. This is my first Super 7, and it already has left a good impression on me. I love it because, you know, this is only a $20 figure, man. And and this will only appreciate, you know? So that's what I love about figure collecting. I like being able to find good figures for cheap prices, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know that you're purchasing a good figure, when it does a lot, when the detail is good, when it's something cool like this, glow in the dark, and you only paid $20 for it. You won as a collector. That's simply the way I see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could dump $400, $500 on an X Plus or whatever, $120 on a SH Monster Arts, and then complain because the figure has defects. Or you could get an excellent figure like this for $20 and be really, really happy about your purchase. So, my goal is to definitely get some more of these. You know, I know they have more glow in the darks and just a regular version. I want to get the regular version of the 74 Godzilla. I'll put it in another pose for you. Look at that, man. Come on, man. This is so cool, bro. This is quite a little expressive figure, I'll tell you that. With good articulation, man, for a little guy like this. This is a 4-inch, $20 figure, man. That's dope. It really nails the 74 Godzilla. Really, really happy with this purchase. Awesome, awesome, cool figure. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be getting more of Super 7's Godzilla. The regular ones, all of the glow-in-the-dark ones. I know they got a Mecha Godzilla out there too, so I got to grab that, get the Megalon, and there's a few more. I know there's a Mothra glow-in-the-dark, I think a Gigan. Yeah, but I'd like to get the regular 74 as well. They also have, which I'm quite interested in, I'm definitely going to order it next, actually, is the 1957 Godzilla for the movie that never happened. And that's kind of a really cool figure. It's almost, it's similar to the King Goji suit from King Kong vs. Godzilla, the 62 suit. But in my opinion, it even looks a little bit better than that. You know, the face is similar on it, though. So that's going to be one of my next ones. But this guy is great, man. I'm going to convince you guys to go out there and get you some Mecha Goji, because this is awesome. Don't be scared with Super 7. They're fucking great. Very, very impressed. All right, kids, so that's all for today. Unless I get the Odo Island form of Godzilla -1 that I've been waiting for. It's supposed to come today, but we'll see. I got this guy first, so. But, all right. Peace out, fellas.